All right, today's lesson is on dividing a polynomial by monomial using algebra tiles. Now, this lesson in itself, it is maybe, most of the lessons we've done so far, you could probably just take your algebra tiles and not even play with them. But this might be the lesson where playing with the algebra tiles is actually important. Okay, so when we have a question like this, like when we multiplied monomials by binomials or monomials by polynomials, we have a question like 2p times 4p plus 1. We found the area of the inside. We said that p times p is p squared. And over here, 1 times p was p. And we figured it out. Now, multiplication and division are opposites. So if we want to divide, we should be able, what we need to do is we're going to start with the area. We're going to start with the inside, and we have to arrange the tiles in such a way so that one of the dimensions is what we're dividing by. So if we are dividing 12h squared plus 6h by 6h, what we need to do is we need to draw out 12, we need to have 12h squared plus 6h, and we have to have one of the dimensions be 6h. So just so you understand what I'm trying to get at here, let me actually do a visual somewhere else. Why this works is this right here, every one of these is x. So the whole thing is 6x, except in this question it's not x, it's h. So that is 6h. So what we're really interested in is, what is this? What is the width? Well, we know that, again, that this is x, or because we're not dealing with x, it's h. So this is h, that's h. What's this? One. This is 1. So this whole thing is going to be 2h plus 1, which checks out because that's what I have right there. Okay? So in the question that we're doing, in the questions that we're doing today, and why I think that today we need the tiles, and I'll be honest, every other lesson we've done so far in this unit, you probably didn't need the tiles once you got used to what the tiles were and how they worked and all that fun stuff. Okay? But today we need the tiles because you have to actually physically rearrange the tiles. Now, you might say to me, okay, Mr. Hutton, we have to rearrange the tiles, but you didn't give me a bag with many tiles in it, so what am I supposed to do? Well, I'll fix that too. When I hand out the homework, I'll give you each another bag of tiles so you have enough, okay? So let's try just a couple questions here. Now, the key thing is here, we have 3h squared plus 12h. So what that means is we've got 3 big shaded squares, and I'm going to write just don't mind me yet. Don't mind me yet. Don't write this down yet. I'm just showing you I've got 3 big shaded squares. Now, the interesting part of this question is it tells us that we're actually dividing by 3h. Oh, we're dividing by 3h? Cool. Because then we can start doing something with this. Now you can start copying this down, because if this is an h, this is an h, this is an h, then more importantly, this whole thing is 3h. And now what we do is we're going to build up from here by putting the 12 h's and trying to figure out what is the width. What is the width of this rectangle? So what we need to do, if you kind of think about how we divided yesterday, we talked about dividing into groups. Think of this as 3 groups. We're going to divide these 12 rectangles up into 3 groups. No problem. There's 1, there's 2, they're all going to be shaded. I'm going to shade them in a second. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. shade all these tiles because they're all supposed to be shaded. And now here's what I'm going to ask you. What's the width? What's this? 1h plus 4. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it. This is h. That's 1. That's 1. That's 1. That's 1. So collectively, it's h plus 4. So the answer is h plus 4. That's how you do these questions. Okay? That's how you do these questions. Okay, one more example here. Here it is, m squared minus 5m divided by negative m. Now, first of all, let's remember what dividing by negative means. Usually what it means is we're going to change all the signs just to make it easier. And we're going to do the same thing right here. We're going to make that a positive, but then we're going to make this a negative and this a positive. Okay? Wait a second. No, that's still okay. Okay. So we have 1m squared. Cool. So here's our m squared right here. And we're already told that one of the side lengths has to be m. All right. But the interesting thing about it is actually that this is actually going to be, let me try that again. This is actually a negative m squared now. And we're told that one of the side lengths is going to be m. Okay. Now, when we do the rest, we have positive 5m to put up here. So that's going to be just like this, like this, like this, like this, and like this. We don't have to divvy them up because there's only one big square. So they're going to go all on top of that big square. Now, when we talk about what is on this side, this has to be right here a negative m. It's going to be negative m, and then what? Plus what? 5. Thank you very much. And that's the answer. So it's negative m plus 5. And that's how you do this stuff. Okay?